Hi, I have been traveling around Mexico for about a month now, and I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've learned. Probably 5 things. We'll see. Before I do, I want to introduce myself. I'm Kat from Rebloom, and I talk about ways that we can find more joy in our lives, bring more joy, invite more joy, create more joy, bake more joy, just bring it into our lives, whether that's through international travel, holistic self-care, international retreats, or any number of things. So right now, I'm trying out whether this digital nomading thing works for me. So I quit my job in, I think it was December of 2023, might have been end of November, and I have a contract now to do similar work to what I was doing before, and I'm taking it on the road. So now I'm in Mexico. Right now I'm in Baja, in the very southern part of Baja in San Jose del Cabo, right on the beach. And it's beautiful, and it's warm, and it's sunny. I started out in Playa del Carmen, and then I went to Merida. Now I'm in Cabo. So this is my third stop so far. And I have a couple more stops to go, like a month or so to go. So far, what have I learned? One, digital nomading is almost like having another part-time job, especially if you're moving around a bunch, because you have to deal with the logistics of new places, getting to and from places. If you need to take a bus, a plane, a train, a car, or whatever, you have to get there, you have to arrange it, you have to figure out what's the most efficient way, the best, most affordable way. And you're almost constantly thinking about, like, what's my next stop and how am I going to work that? And then once you get there, you have to figure out where's the grocery store, where's the pharmacy, where's the metro stop, how do I work the buses in this new place, all of that stuff. So even if, you're slow traveling, you might be thinking a little bit ahead in terms of what's my next venue and how are the logistics going to work. So that's a thing. Personally, I don't think that I'm going to be doing digital nomading a lot. I like that I have the option, but I also like to have a home base. Personally, I love to have a kitchen where I know where everything is. I like to have a kitchen where all my best pots and pans are, and I have all of my equipment, because I cook every single day. So having a really great kitchen is important to me. So yeah, that's what I'm learning. I think digital nomading is work. That's my opinion. Number 2 that I've learned is there are hammock people and non-hammock people. What I mean by that is there are people who live closer to the style of how locals live. Like they'll have places where you can hang hammocks up in the backyard, in the courtyard, in the bedroom, in the porch. And there are people who expat in a way that's closer to how they lived back home. So they'll have a garbage disposal, they'll have their own washer and dryer, they'll have their own dishwasher, they'll have all the modern conveniences that we have become accustomed to in the United States or Britain or Canada. I'm looking at they're true perfectly placed palm trees within like 10 feet of me, and I feel like it just wouldn't be appropriate to hang a hammock there. Like, nobody's hung a hammock up the whole time I've been here. This is more like a kind of like a resort feel to it, with it's like a condo situation, and most of the people here are either American or Canadian or French Canadian, and nobody's hanging a hammock up here. So I don't feel comfortable hanging a hammock. I brought my hammock, but I don't feel comfortable. It's more lay in a lounge chair kind of situation. So I could do it, but it's not that kind of party. So when I was staying in Merida, the family I stayed with, the woman was an American. She had married a Mexican man. Their house was set up more like a Mexican household, where there were places to hang hammocks, and it was expected that I would be using a hammock on a daily basis, which is my speed. I love it. Not that I don't love having a dishwasher and a washer dryer, because I love that too, but it's just different ways of being. And yeah, so I'm a hammock person, so I'm going to want to be a little bit closer to the ground, I guess you could say, like closer to more of a traditional Mexican style with some American amenities. That makes sense. So yeah, I know that I'm not looking to replicate my American life when I move to another country, but there are so many different ways of expatting. Yeah. Another thing I've learned is that living in a resort can get really boring. You're walking your dog, you're going to the beach, you're swimming in the pool. I mean, it's wonderful. And day after day after day, it's a little Groundhog's Day. I think this is great for a break. I feel more comfortable in a city. I don't feel really comfortable in the suburbs, and this is kind of a suburb feel, this resorty kind of condo situation on the beach. I think I like it for a break, but I don't want to live like this. And if you're living in a condo on the beach and the people sitting around the pool start talking about forming a homeowners association, child, run. Run, because they're about to get all up in your business. Let's make a rule that nobody can hang a hammock from those palm trees. Run. 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 The other thing I learned while I was in Merida is that I need trees. I need trees. I need trees. I need trees. These like blocks and blocks of city with nary a tree on the sidewalk. I mean, no wonder it gets so hot there. I was there in January, so it wasn't super hot, but I can imagine in the summer with no trees on the sidewalk, baby, hot. Now, there are tons of trees in the courtyards, like backyards. Many people have at least a plunge pool in Merida, which is great. And then they'll have, palm trees and potted plants and things like that around it. And that's wonderful. It's so lovely in those courtyards. But having no trees on the streets. Now, there are neighborhoods that do have trees on the streets. And if I were to live in Merida, I would need to make sure to be in one of those neighborhoods, and I would want to be close to a park. So the place where I was staying was not close to a park with lots of trees. So I couldn't live in that neighborhood. I couldn't. I would need to really check out where are the trees. That's what I was doing pretty much anytime I was walking through Merida. Where are the trees? So that's important. And that brings me to another point, which is it's important to live near the things that you want to do. So I was sort of prioritizing I was prioritizing being in a place that was quiet, which is really important to me. Funny that the dogs start barking now. Yeah, I was prioritizing being in a place that was quiet, which meant I was a little bit removed from, the coffee bar, the breakfast place, the museums, and, the cute places that I wanted to go. So there's a balance, but, because quiet is important to me. So, but there's also a balance of like not wanting to walk like for 20 minutes every time I leave the house, and I don't want to have to use the Uber every time I want to go to the grocery store or something. So that's important. Living close to where I'm going to be doing my things is important. And trees. Yeah, so far those are the most important things that I've learned. I have a month to go, traveling some more different places. I will post in from there if and when I have more beautiful insights beautiful experiences. And yeah, if you want to watch my Insta stories, there's some things that I'm posting there too. I need to go live at some point this month, so look out for that. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit the notifications bell so you'll know when I go live and when I drop a new video. If you have questions, also put those in the comments and I'll answer those for you. What would you like to know about Mexico? Because I started out on the East Coast, and now I'm on the very, very West Coast, and I'm going to be in the center of the country for a bit too. So yeah, ask me questions about Mexico, and I can answer some of those for you too in future videos. All right? So hope you're doing well, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.